Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Clink! Today is Saturday, November 11th. It is Veterans Day, so thank you to all the veterans, all the active members, and all of their family members as well. This is what happened this week. The two main things, the actors' strike is possibly over, and Geek Week!
Okay, let's talk about this actor strike. Or what used to be the actor strike, hopefully. After 118 days, the longest strike in SAG-AFTRA history, the two sides have come to a tentative agreement. So, honestly, it sounds like the deal is being ratified and getting final approvals. Big picture is that, as of right now, actors can get back to work. So, like I said, they're still ironing things out, but yeah, you'll see very soon that we have a lot of news based on actors being able to get back to work.
Geek Week news. So, Netflix had its event, Geek Week, which I don't know how many years this happened in a row. This is the first year I ever remember it happening. This is also the first year we've been doing nerd news.
Yeah.
So, but during this week, they have been streaming announcements on different platforms. A lot of them seem to have been coming through Twitter or X.
Formerly known as Twitter. Right?
Yeah. So the first day of Geek Week was Stranger Things Day. One of the announcements that came out of that day was a featurette. I guess it's not really an announcement, but it was a featurette that they released of their stage play, The First Shadow, which we previously knew was going to be a prequel to the Stranger Things that we know. But they gave us some more details about the plot, telling us that this is going to be an origin story of Victor Creel, which I think we might have knew before, maybe not.
I think so.
There's going to be some new characters in there. They also showed some of the characters or some of the actors who are going to be portraying some of the younger versions of the characters. And they also mentioned that there's going to be some really cool visual effects in that show. So more Stranger Things news for the actual show that comes out on Netflix. We've all been waiting for season 5, which I think is going to be the final season. So on X or Twitter, Stranger Things released the first lines or first couple of lines of the season. So season 5, chapter 1, episode 1, first couple of lines. And fans are going wild with speculations about what could be happening with just, I think it's maybe 6 words.
I think it's the first line.
Yeah. But it's enough to get us all excited.
People's imaginations ramped up. All right, and the second day of Geek Week, here are some announcements from that. Avatar: The Last Airbender live action has its first teaser trailer, which really gives you something to sink your teeth in as far as getting excited and ready for the show. And they've also given us a release date, February 22nd, 2024. Put it on your calendars.
So did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Did you get the feels?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I did too. Because, I was watching, I was like, oh my gosh, they're using the music. They're using the music for the show.
Yeah,
and I was super excited.
Yes.
I was disappointed that they did not contact D. Bradley Baker to reprise his role as Momo and Appa.
Yeah.
I think that was
That was a choice and a mistake, in my opinion.
So I'm wondering, I think I saw somewhere online that they might be using an actual lemur, an actual bison. That's the only way that you can get away with not using D. Bradley Baker.
If they did that, then okay. If they actually did
get a lemur
to make chittering noises and a bison, I will accept that.
But when I heard Momo on the thing, it sounded like, I don't know what a lemur actually sounds like. But it sounded like D. Bradley Baker's Momo.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm very excited by what I saw. I also saw Azula. I felt better about what I saw. I'm fairly sure I saw Azula.
Okay,
I can't imagine who else that would be.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm more excited about Azula. She still doesn't look super evil, but in the show with the lighting, she looked evil. So, there's that.
Yeah, so they're actors, so hopefully they can
Yeah.
bring the acting to make the characters believable. So looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm also looking forward to Arcane Season 2. The wildly popular, at least in this house, Arcane Season 1 is being followed up with a return in November of 2024. And speaking of returning, looks like Haley Steinfeld, Ella Purnell, and Katie Leung will be reprising all three of their roles. So that's going to be Vi, Jinx, and Caitlin Kierman. I don't remember that one.
I Googled her and then I realized who she is. She was the person who was above, like, in the nicer part of town. And I think she had a relationship with Vi.
With Vi? While they were searching for Jinx?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she was like the detective.
Oh, yeah.
The officer.
And,
okay, I was wondering if that was her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's her.
Okay, cool. All right.
No one ever
Good
really
deal.
hears anything about her, so all you ever hear about is Vi and Jinx.
Vi and Jinx. Yeah,
and Echo.
Echo, Vi, Jinx, Echo, and yeah. Okay. So the exciting stuff just keeps on coming. Jurassic World Chaos Theory dropped a trailer. In the run through, I said some more things, but I'm not gonna say those things right now. Watch the trailer if you're a Jurassic Parks fan, and if I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
Watch it, all the way. Okay. Also, Ultraman Rising, which is a film about. My excitement just drained out of my body.
For Ultraman?
For Ultraman.
Didn't we try to watch it?
A few times, yeah.
We've watched the first season, I think.
And
then,
it's not terrible. It's just...
We just could not get into the second season.
With all of the things...
There are to watch,
yeah. But hey, Ultraman may be your thing, so... If it is, you got a film coming your way in 2024 at some point. Cool. Ultraman Rising.
So some announcements that came out the next day for Geek Week, or from Geek Week. Three Body Problem, which they released a teaser trailer for Three Body Problem, which is a thrilling new mystery series based on the best-selling sci-fi book trilogy. The preview looks pretty cool. Did you see it?
I didn't. I watched a few of the things, but I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm interested in the book after, but being that it's not young adult sci-fi, I'm worried that the book is going to be like thick based on what I saw from the preview, kind of like Dune. Like Dune seems like a cool hip book, but then when you realize like they got to build this world, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a bit much for me right now. I just need my young adult novels.
Right.
All right. So it's going to be coming out March 21st of 2024. Also, there's going to be a live action remake of Yu Yu Hakusho. They showed a trailer for that. That will be coming out December 14th. Yu Yu Hakusho, which I had never heard of, is originally a manga that was adapted into an anime back in 1992.
Yes, it was.
Also, The Brother's Son, The Brother's Son, son spelled S-U-N, I believe it's probably their last name.
Yeah.
Because I think they said a Taiwanese family.
That makes sense.
I think so. Because at first I was like, what? I don't understand the title. But not that I need to understand the title, but because I don't understand Three Body Problem either. But then I read the description and I was like, oh, okay, that might be the family's last name because it seems to be about a family. In which Michelle Yeoh will be kicking butt again. It's set to come out January 4th of 2024. So in movie news announcements, not more because we haven't gotten into that yet.
The start of them.
Yeah.
Release date changes. Okay, actors are back to work, so let's get these movies out. Let's get this list started, okay? So you probably remember a lot of movies had to be pushed back, date changes. Let's see where they landed. Venom 3 is going to be released on November 8th, 2024. Deadpool 3 is coming to theaters on July 26th, 2024. And that is Marvel's only... It's their only movie on the schedule for next year, 2024.
So far.
So that's because Venom 3 is Sony?
Yes,
assume?
Venom
Okay.
3 is Sony,
Gotcha.
and there's a couple like Kraven the Hunter, and then a couple of
From
other
the
ones
Spider-Man.
like that. Yeah, Spider-Man. They're
Yeah.
all they're
Sony.
not. Yeah, they're all Sony.
Got it. And, well, continuing on with Marvel, Captain America Brave New World is set to be released on February 14th,
Valentine's
2025.
Day.
That's right. Thunderbolts is coming to theaters July 25th of 2025. And Blade is coming to theaters November 7th, 2025. Fantastic Four is still set to be released on May 2nd, 2025. And a Lion King spinoff that we are both just hearing about called Mufasa.
I don't know if it's called Mufasa. It's about,
It's about
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Okay. So, whatever it's called. It's a Lion King spinoff, presumably about Mufasa. Hopefully Scar makes an appearance in there. He's got to. But that's coming to theaters December in 2024.
And my question is Earl... What is...
I was about to say Earl Grey.
Me too.
Earl James.
Earl James Jones. Earl James... And I was going to say Earl Grey something. It was like...
It's 3 something. It's Earl Grey something.
That doesn't make any sense. Is Earl James Jones,
Earl James Jones,
going to...
James Earl Jones.
James Earl
his
Jones.
name.
That's the reason why it sounds so
Yeah,
weird.
it sounded very
Okay.
strange.
Yeah. Is James Earl
And
Jones
I'm not editing any of this.
going to reprise his role
He's
as
got
Mufasa? Because he is Mufasa.
He is.
I'm fairly sure he was Mufasa in the live action.
I feel like he was, yeah.
All right, so movie trailers that have come out this past week. Inside Out 2 has a trailer. It will be coming out June 2024. Disney's Wish has had an official clip of the voice actress for Asha, who is Ariana DeBose, singing I Am a Star. That movie is still set to come out November 22nd. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer. So, precursor information. I've never seen, well, I have seen Ghostbusters, but I think I saw it like when it originally came out, when little Erica was too young to be seeing that movie. And it scared me, so I never watched it ever again. And my young memory doesn't remember anything other than the Pillsbury Doughboy, like walking down the street and just getting really scared of that movie. So anywho, this movie seems like it is a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I also did not see because it's related to Ghostbusters. I did see this preview though. I debated whether or not I wanted to see the preview. I was like, I'm just gonna start watching the preview or the trailer and see if I can hang, and then if it gets too scary, I'll turn it off. It did not get too scary for me. I did not see anything that disturbed me. Okay. So anyway, in this movie is going to be Paul Rudd. Again, don't know if he was in the previous one, but you may know him as Ant-Man. Finn Wolfhard, who is Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things, which is interesting because there's somebody else from Stranger Things in the preview as well. No, he's not from Stranger Things. Never mind. He's not from Stranger Things. But in Stranger Things, they do feature Ghostbusters a lot. Yes. Also, Bill Murray, and he says some other people who were in the original Ghostbusters movie.
More of the original Ghostbusters
cast. Okay.
Were in this trailer. Not just Bill Murray.
I don't know if they were in the last one. I thought the last one had like 4 girls who were like Ghostbusters. I didn't see any of them.
That's what I recall as well. Yeah, and I'm wondering if this is a reboot or a continuation of that reboot. Like if it's another reboot or not.
And another trailer, The Family Plan, which I am only announcing because I like Mark Wahlberg. So Mark Wahlberg and some other actors are going to be in this movie. It's set to come out to Apple TV on December 15th. It follows Mark Wahlberg, who used to be like an assassin, I think, and somebody's coming after him, and now he's got to change he's lost his secret identity.
So and he has a family, I assume?
And he has a family. Okay. So, like, imagine, what is his name? Barton? If Barton didn't tell his family that he used to be Ronin. And then...
Gotcha.
What is his first name? Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah.
Whatever his first name is. Yeah. If he did not tell his family... Clint. Clint.
Barton? Okay.
If Clint Barton didn't tell his family that he used to be Ronin, not Hawkeye, but Ronin, and then like somebody who was coming after him, and he needed to move his whole family.
Gotcha.
But instead of whoever the actor is, Jeremy Renner, it is
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Okay. Interesting. Do you want to watch it? Like if we end up getting Apple TV?
If we ended up getting Apple TV, I would I would watch it.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't pay extra to watch it. Just if it were included. If it were playing, I would watch it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. All right. So a featurette about the film, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, is playing on IGN. What's the name of that featurette? It's Panem Now and Then. Yeah. So remember, the movie is coming to theaters on November 17th. So if you're a fan of the franchise, I want to check out that featurette to get even more excited about seeing the movie.
I would actually not recommend. Well, okay, if you have not read the book, I would not recommend seeing the featurette, because the featurette,
Assumes
from what I
that
can
you
tell,
read the books.
it does.
Or
It tells
at least
a
seen the
lot
movies?
of. It tells a lot of information from the book, which I'm guessing is also going to be in the movie. But it's a lot of plot things. A lot. I felt. I was like, man, they're giving away the whole movie. This is like a Cliff Notes version of the book.
Oh, you're talking about the book that the movie is based on, not the book franchise. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not the Hunger Games
The
franchise.
new book. Yeah, the
So
book
if
that
you see
this
the book,
movie is.
or if you read the book,
Yeah.
you're okay to watch the featurette?
Mm-hmm. Because you already know what the movie is going to be about.
Gotcha.
If you have not read the book, I would not recommend watching the featurette if you want to see this movie and be surprised.
Okay.
But I would still just recommend reading the book, regardless, because it's a pretty good book.
Cool. Speaking of things that are pretty good, well, hopefully, Candy Cane Lane. Seems like Eddie Murphy's latest movie is going to be released on Prime Video on December 1st, and a trailer has been released. So if you're interested in finding out whether you're interested in seeing this movie, check out the trailer. See what Eddie Murphy's up to.
Also, Tracy Ellis Ross is in it as well. And some other people. I don't know who the other people are.
I think, some other people.
All right, and these are movies, movie trailer. Is Mean Girls the Musical has a trailer. So, Mean Girls the Musical is being produced, or I guess put out by Paramount. Originally, it was supposed to be a Paramount release, but they have not announced a Paramount release streaming date. They have only announced a theatrical release of January 12th of 2024, but they have not said whether or not this is going to be a simultaneous release on both theatrical and streaming platforms, similar to Five Nights at Freddy's. They've only announced just a theatrical release. As a reminder, Mean Girls is based on the Broadway adaptation from 2018, which is based on the movie, which came out in 2004. So it's like a movie sandwich, which does not make me want to see this at all. Because it's like, I did like the preview. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I could just go back and watch the actual movie instead of watching the movie about the play that's about the movie. Very weird sort of times that we've gotten into. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Mm-hmm. Like, is there an original movie that is like an original thought? Isn't a remake of something else? Isn't like redoing a book or redoing a show or anime or something like that? Like, is there an original movie? And I've been on the search for an original movie that's not based on a game, not based on a toy,
based on IP.
Just like original content. And I thought Candy Cane Lane is an original movie that is not based on anything else, really. And then also, I would argue that The Family Plan is not. I would say The Family Plan uses a lot of, I don't know if the word is tropes, but a lot of things from previous action movies of similar. But anyway, so Mean Girls.
With Candy Cane Lane, that's got a lot of, watch the trailer. But it's got a lot of like tradition, and it's a holiday movie, so it's got that base to work off on. And plug a couple things in.
Magic and
I
elves.
wouldn't say that that's original necessarily. Now, I will say I had that feeling a while ago. A while ago I want to say maybe the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily a new thing, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I've been looking
it does
for it for a
seem
while.
rampant now
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the remakes of the remakes of the remakes.
Yeah,
of
and now
various
we're
things.
now we're making a remake of a remake at this point.
But I will say, like, as a fan of things, like if you're a fan of Mean Girls, I could see you getting excited about something like this.
This is
So,
true.
hey, have fun with it. Enjoy it. I hope you love it. Like, for me, with Avatar: The Last Airbender,
It is a
I
remake.
do not care that it's a remake of a failed movie. No.
And I also thought about that as well, because like somebody was asking the question of whether or not Avatar: The Last Airbender even needs to be made as a live action. And then someone was like, well, in order to make up for the failed movie, maybe.
Yes,
But like,
for that reason, I would say yes.
but does it actually need to be made, or can you just rewatch the animated? And I was pondering through that question of, well, I mean, I do want to see it, obviously.
Right.
I know that I'm going to enjoy the animated version more than I'll enjoy the live action. I mean, unless they do something miraculous. But like, you're taking a story that I love, and then you're just making it a little bit different. I think I'm still going to love the original better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it doesn't need to be made, but it does help me to enjoy it more.
Right.
Because then I'm just kind of like reliving the show again, just through a different version. Probably not going to rewatch it like I have rewatched the animated
I see what you're
version
saying.
as many times, but maybe I will.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
it'll be that good.
I'm open to it, and I'm excited for it, and yeah, I fall in the camp of, and I've said this before, like with the Moana remake
Oh.
and all that stuff, where it's like, I have no problem as long as it's quality. I have no problem with rehashing stuff, because it's more content that I get to consume as a fan, and you're creating jobs, and yeah, it's great to have original stuff. I'm not saying don't do original stuff, but hey, if you want to make it, make it. And if you can do it respectfully and have some fun with it and employ people, let's do it. Just make it good. And for Avatar, I am looking forward to it making up for the movie.
It should be able to do that because it's not being squeezed into a 2-hour thing. I didn't
Yeah.
finish with Mean Girls. So for Mean Girls, Moana's Aluli Cravo. I think
you
it's
may
the
have been first with
actress.
with the first one. I think.
Aluli
No.
Cravalho.
Yeah. Alui.
Alui.
Ali.
Ali.
Alii, I think. Maybe.
Alii. Cravalho.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
I'm fairly sure is the actress who originally played Moana. She is in it as, she's in it. Also, Tina Fey is reprising her role in it, and I believe Tina Fey is also producing it or writing it.
Which I
She
think
also
she did
wrote
for that.
she did the original and she did the Broadway play. So Tina Fey is just all over this thing. And Jenna Fisher and John Hamm are also
These
going
are
to
easy
be in
ones.
it. Yeah.
But I think it is Aulii,
Alii?
I think. Well, let's
Past
talk about
movie
some
news.
past movies. And honestly, we're talking about a past movie. One movie. Barbie. Barbie is still taking the world by storm. This time in the Grammys. So Ryan Gosling's I'm Just Ken was nominated for a Grammy in the category Best Song Written for Visual Media. Also nominated in that same category, Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice featuring Aqua for Barbie World, and Dua Lipa's Dance the Night Away, and Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? So that's 4 movies, one category. Four songs from
One
one
movie.
in one category. The only other song that was thrown into the mix that was non-Barbie was Rihanna's Lift Me Up from Black Panther. So
I don't know anything about the Grammys, but if I were to guess which one of those would win, I would say Billie Eilish. That was one I re-listened to today. It's not the one that I like the most, but it's the one I think has the most, like, the way it was moved and used in the movie, I think was the most impactful.
Was the best song for a visual media?
Was, compared to all those other songs, it was the one that was best used, or, yeah, for me was the best, most impactful in that movie. Like, the other ones were good and cool as well, but they weren't, like, as touching as that moment when that song was playing.
Gotcha.
Do you remember when that song was playing?
Don't remember the song,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm sure it was touching. A lot of that movie was.
Yeah. When you see it again, you'll be like, oh. I don't know if you'll agree with me. But we'll see.
Probably.
Did I just skip over you? No, I didn't.
No.
TV announcements. So, Echo will be MCU's first TV show to be launched under the Spotlight banner.
Category.
So, the Spotlight banner is going to be shows that you don't have to have prior MCU knowledge for. So, you don't have to see previous Marvel shows in order to understand Maya's story in this Echo TV show. This Spotlight name comes from a series of comic anthologies that Marvel came out with in the past, where they would have new characters, and they were kind of like testing out characters and testing out storylines, so they didn't have to fully commit to characters. So it comes from that same name. The show Echo is set to come out January 10th of 2024.
And that's pretty cool. Like the whole Spotlight category thing. I like that. That's makes things approachable for somebody who might be new to
especially since
the Marvel
Echo
universe.
is the first of a lot of things for Marvel. It's the first rated R Marvel. I think it's also the first one to release all the episodes.
That's right.
At one time.
That's right. Okay.
So it does not fit the mold of the other Marvel shows.
Speaking of breaking the mold, not breaking necks, Homer Simpson has
Renounced?
renounced he's no longer strangling his son Bart. Fans of The Simpsons probably know what I'm talking about. There's more than one scene of Homer
I think he did
strangling
it.
his
Didn't
son.
he do it in the
Was it in the opening, I think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He did it in the opening.
Yeah. So in a recent episode, Homer announced that he doesn't do that anymore, as times have changed, and so has he. So in fact, the last time that Homer was seen strangling Bart was 4 seasons ago, the 2019 to 2020 season. So yeah, times are changing.
All right, so in event news, Disney has had its Q4 2023 earnings call, during which there were some announcements. Number one being not number one necessarily, it's just the first one I'm announcing. Bob Iger has stated that Disney is starting to move beyond its period of fixing. They said that the results from this last quarter reflect the significant progress that we have made over the past year. He also cited that the restructuring and cost efficiency work that they've done this year has caused them to be on track to achieve roughly $7.5 billion in cost reductions. As a reminder, earlier this year, Disney laid off 7,000 employees. So I think that's those cost reductions and $7.5 billion.
I imagine some of those, because I'm sure they weren't each making $1 million.
It's true.
So
I mean, if they were, then I'm not really that concerned about those employees.
right. So
They'll be fine.
yeah.
You'll find another job.
So there were the layoffs and certain shows that they decided not to produce and not to put on and not to bring back.
I wonder if they count the actors from those shows as
Being laid off.
being laid off.
Yeah.
Some of the employees.
Right. But yeah,
I'm just
more.
hoping it's not people in the Disney park.
And I mean, the Disney parks are actually making the money, so
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a whole discussion about all the things that they did and why they did it and all that jazz. If you're interested, you can look it up. I am interested, but I probably won't look it up. Yeah. So more from that Q4 call meeting. Yeah. Disney's in discussions with Netflix about licensing out some of its content. So they're not talking about licensing out Star Wars, Marvel, or Pixar because those are actually doing well on Disney's platform. And they're important building blocks for the future of Disney's streaming business. So I didn't see a list of
What would be included?
the things that they are talking about licensing out. But yeah, that's all a part of them streamlining their service and their focus to give us better content.
Interesting. The main thing I can think of that they did not include was straight up Disney things like the princesses. The princesses, the older show or the older movies, and then also the Disney shows like Sweet Life and
I wonder if
That's So
ESPN
Raven.
is on there because I know ESPN is like a part of Disney, or
it's they have a bundle with them. But I feel like it's just Disney, straight Disney content. So I think National Geographic is in there.
that's true.
So I think some of the National Geographic stuff can also probably.
Be licensed out. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get an announcement soon.
All right. So Iger has also announced that they will open the beta test for the app that is going to be combining Disney Plus and Hulu. They're going to be opening that app or the beta test in December, so next month. But the app is supposed to create a one app experience for bundle subscribers. So they'll be able to watch Hulu and Disney shows from the one app instead of having to go back and forth. Which is weird because I thought you could already do that, but I have never bundled those two, so I don't know what you can do. Anyway, the official launch of that app is going to be spring of 2024. Currently, to buy those bundled together, it is $9.99 per month and $19.99 per month without ads. Gaming news announcements.
Yeah. Okay. So Doritos fans and gaming fans can unite in their celebration of this development. Doritos has released crunch cancellation software. Let that sink in. Yeah. Yeah. It's called Doritos Silent.
Canceling myself.
I see. I see. I didn't even hear
Didn't
you
even hear
over
me.
there. So, yeah. Good job. Good job. They should hire you. It's designed to remove the sound of gamers crunching on Doritos from voice chat. So you're not going to get that distracting crunchy chatter while you're playing your games and chatting with your friends. The AI was...
I did have a question about it. I wonder if people are talking and chewing. Can it... Like people who...
Talk and chew.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because so...
Will it be able
so
to edit out the
talking.
chewing?
The chewing from the
without,
talking.
yeah, editing out the talking.
Now, I'm wondering if you're talking, are you also crunching? Or is it just you're talking with food in your mouth? We'll have to eat some Doritos later. Because I would be very impressed if you're crunching and talking at the exact same time. So.
As imagine somebody with food just falling out of their mouth while they're trying to talk.
Right.
You're doing too much at that
This brings up a
point.
whole other problem that we need to address as a society.
I was thinking like there's a bigger issue here. Is that you can't just put down your snacks for 2 seconds and not crunch in someone's ear?
Can't hit that mute button while eating some chips.
Do you not have any awareness of anybody else?
Well, hey, there's a software for that now. But the AI was trained using the sound of over 5,000 Dorito crunches, and users have found that it works well to remove Doritos and similar crunches, but not other eating sounds.
So you can't go eating a Subway sandwich.
Yeah, you're out of luck. You're just out of luck.
Foot long.
Yeah. Sorry.
In the middle
bro.
of your gaming session. Oh man.
But, hey. So according to a survey that the article cited, 46% of people in the UK dislike the sound of people eating. 35% of people find the sound of crunching distracting. I'm surprised that 65%?
60 something.
Yeah. Have no problem. Hey, no, it's fine. Crunching. in my ear. Not crunch away. Not distracting at all. But yeah, it's available for PC users and gaming software that supports voice chat.
All right, so in more gaming announcements, Rockstar Games has announced that in early December they will release the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, their next Grand Theft Auto.
The next Grand Theft Auto, which one would assume is Grand Theft Auto 6, but Rockstar Games did not say it was Grand Theft Auto 6.
It better be 6.
I don't understand why you would release a trailer for a remake of your previous game, so... I think the assumption across the interwebs is that this is Grand Theft Auto 6.
Finally, Grand Theft Auto 6. Because they have, like, other Grand Theft Auto, like...
Spin-offs?
Spin-offs, yeah, and things, so... But you wouldn't... Surely, you wouldn't make an announcement knowing that people have been tripping over themselves, looking into your other announcements, trying to read in that there's a Grand Theft Auto 6 game coming. Come on. Rockstar. Let's see. What'd you give us for Christmas? That's what I want to know. Trailers?
Trailers.
All right. Sonic Superstars.
Game trailers.
Right. Sonic Superstars has dropped a trailer. So is the title No Running?
Yeah, the title of the trailer is No Running. No running!
Gotcha. Okay.
They shouted it several times.
Spoiler alert, there's running in the trailer.
Well, it's also Sonic.
So maybe I saw a different trailer.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps. Because I didn't see anything about no running. I don't remember hearing anything about no running. So,
interesting, yeah.
Never mind. I mean, the trailer's still out there. Find it.
It's not that cool.
Watch it.
It's not.
Is it like just gameplay?
Yeah, I barely. Well, no, it's not gameplay. They're just kids are running.
Oh,
and people are yelling at them, no running.
Okay, I didn't see that at all.
It's not that cool of a trailer.
The thing I saw. It was like gameplay.
I feel like this is more interesting than the actual trailer. I barely included it in the news this week.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'm going to have to see this trailer now and judge for myself how interesting it is. And now I feel like I need to see it. Because the thing I saw, it wasn't a bad trailer. It just had nothing to do with no running. I was expecting Sonic not to be running. Because that's what he does. And then the first 3 seconds he's running. I'm like, what is this? What's going on here? I'm disappointed. Okay, so I'll watch the other one.
Okay.
And probably be disappointed again.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the thing. Also, PS5 Slim has come out with its own trailer. Feel It Now. So the PS5 is set to be released.
I think it's already out.
I was about to say, I think it came out like a few days ago with Spider-Man 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so.
So, check out a trailer if you haven't gotten the system yet, which you probably haven't. I mean...
It's expensive.
Yeah. But in any case, there you go.
All right, in past gaming news, Nintendo Switch has gotten its first Hogwarts Legacy trailer that is going to be set to launch on... Hogwarts Legacy is set to launch on the Switch on November 14th. As a reminder, Hogwarts Legacy is the best-selling game of this year so far. It is followed by Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Resident Evil 4.
Okay. And Mortal Kombat, well, they come bearing gifts. I mean, that you have to pay for. But Mortal Kombat has, from what I saw, 2 new special fatalities. A Halloween fatality and a Thanksgiving fatality. Which apparently is pretty gross, some people say. It is. But yeah, you can check out the new fatalities, see if it's something that you want to add to your game collection. You can find it online.
All right, so movies coming out this upcoming... Oh, sorry, I'm stealing your lines.
That's okay.
You go do it.
Well, we're about to talk about movies that are going to be released this upcoming week, starting today and moving through November 17th. Take it away, Love Bear.
Please do not destroy the treasure of Foggy Mountain. I think there's, yeah. Please do not destroy, the treasure of Foggy Mountain. That's going to be coming out on Peacock on November 17th. That is a film or a movie that features, I think, some characters from either Saturday Night Live or some sort of like nighttime comedy show, Comedy Central. I don't know. It looks pretty funny, but it also looks like it's rated R, so your girl will not be watching it.
Well, something that we are probably going to watch is coming to theaters on November 17th. That's The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes.
Despicable Me. I thought you were going to say more. Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2 will be coming to Peacock on November 17th. Now, for shows coming out this upcoming week, November 11th to November 17th.
Coming to HBO and streaming on Max is David Holmes, The Boy Who Lived. Remember, that was the documentary put together by
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe about his friend and
David.
Yes, his friend David, who was also his stunt double, his body double in the Harry Potter series, where David unfortunately
Sustained
sustained
injury.
an injury, which led to his
Life-changing injury. Paralysis.
paralysis. So, yeah, that's coming to HBO and streaming on Max on November 15th. So check it out if you're hoping to find out more about it and support.
Downton Abbey is going to be coming to Netflix on November 16th.
And Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is coming to Netflix on November 17th. That is the animated series of Scott Pilgrim.
And Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the show that may just force me to get Apple TV, is going to be coming to Apple TV on November 17th with a 2-episode premiere. Following the 2-episode premiere, it will be releasing 1 episode per week.
Very cool. Well, this has been your weekly dose of nerd news.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll catch you next week for more nerdiness.
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Jason. Thanks for watching.
Clink.
Let's go to the movies.